guys, it's Donnie from Crafters Light, and today's Vlogmas Day 6, and Lego Edmund Calendar Day 6. And so, it's 2:46, and I had at school, obviously, and then cello, and I can't film cello, obviously, so I didn't film, and I'm thinking like 30 minutes I'm gonna leave for skating, but I wanted to film a little bit. And possibly if I can get my computer's printing to work, because for some reason printing doesn't work on my computer right now, I might do a mini craft inside this vlog. Because, where's my phone? So we got my phone to work. My mom just told me to update my phone, because there was an update that just came up. So I updated it, and it's still, it worked now. But it's a little the battery still, you can tell it's just a little dead. Or it's still gonna run really slow. But I have this clear case that I've been changing for holidays, I've been changing which picture it is, and obviously it's time to change it, so let's see if hopefully I can get my printer to work and change it. If not, I'll have to wait either till later tonight or whenever my mom's free to quickly ask her to print it. So I will get back to you when I can figure out what's up with my computer. So see you then. So I got the picture to print out because I used my mom's computer, but what we're going to need for this is a clear case, a pencil, a piece of paper, and I almost forgot, scissors. So here was the last one I had. It's a turkey. I also had some candy corns for Halloween, but I didn't, but I'll show you that one later. So, basically what we're going to do is I'm going to take my phone, and then I am going to figure out a spot that I would like to have. So, right about there. And then I'm basically going to trace around the entire thing. Do I have something I can put you on? Will that work? No? No? I'll be back once I figure out how to hold you. So I'm back and I have it set up on something. I don't even know what it is. But now I'm just basically going to trace it very lightly, especially considering I have white paper. Or it's white, not like black or something. So, I'm going to go all the way around. Then I'm going to remove my phone, and you can kind of see a focus. I don't know if it's focusing, but you can see a very faint outline. And now, I am going to trim it, and I like to trim it with a little bit of extra space, just in case, something happens. So I'm just going to cut into it. And paper. And then the corners I don't give any leeway. I cut those to exact for sure. Because that, the corners are always the hardest part to get right. At least for me. And then I would also say trim it when you're done cutting it out, make sure you trim it a little by little. Because you can always take off more, but you can never take or add on. So you just want to try to get it as perfect as possible. And I'm sure there are better ways to do this. I've seen people on YouTube do this better, but I'm a kid. This is what works for me. So yeah. And now I just basically trim it. Just keep trimming it to make sure it can at least fit in the case. Because, that's always the hardest part for me, is getting it to fit perfectly in the case. So, let me just trim the corners a little bit. And then, now, let's move this. And let's figure out which way is up and which is down for me. Let's do it like this. Then you're just going to try to stick the case or picture in the case. And then it might be too big, you can't even see it. It's too big right there. So that's when I just kind of start trimming off a little bit. And also sometimes it folds at the edge, so you know where it's a little too big. So for me, I can just trim off the part that's been folded down. And know, okay, that part's too big. So, yeah. You can't even see what I'm doing, I'm sure, and I'm very sorry about it. And, like, I keep saying that once school ends, I'll be able to get a better setup, and I totally will. It's just, like, give another week, guys. Bear with me. Then, I'm going to stick it in again. And this time, it's definitely almost fits. But, I need to trim the bottom. And I'm going to admit the hardest part is getting it out again. So I just, like, stick something through the camera hole. And then also the camera hole is another hard part to deal with. So right here, let's trim this corner. And I'm sure you could probably use an X-Acto knife or something, but I don't really have time to use an X-Acto knife. How does that look? Oh, it's so close. Just a little more trimming at the bottom, and it will fit perfectly. And you have to be really careful when taking these out, unless they're like a little too small, like this one, because they could rip. And you can even put it on top of the case itself and see where it's at. Yeah, let me just trim off this bottom part, like. And remember, take it very slowly, but. I mean, like, that was a big piece, but I knew what I needed to cut off. Because, like, because, like, now it fits perfectly in the top and bottom. I just have to trim out a little more on the sides, and, of course, the camera hole. But the camera hole is best to do last, because you don't know where everything's going to necessarily end up. Because I made that mistake once or twice before. And you can also use, like, rulers and stuff to get even, perfect, but I don't have time for that. So, see, now it fits perfectly in the case. Like, you can see it moves around a little bit, but that's, like, expected, unless you have magic. And now, for the camera hole, I am just going to lightly trim that part. And it's definitely going to be smaller, so I would say, like, go with how much you trimmed out. And then, you know, you can go from there again. I like to puncture it with some sharp object, like scissors, but I would be careful on this part, because this part can really hurt you. Okay, I got through now. Or you could even bend it in half and, like, snip. Wow, I'm using very bad hands. But they're tiny scissors. And if you have, like, those tiny, tiny nail scissors, those are even better. I don't think I don't think I have them, and B, I don't know where they are. So, yeah. Which would help, because, like, you see how tiny it is. But, I mean, I will be back once I get this trimmed out, so see you then. So now I have the picture cut out, and I've already tested it on my phone, so I know it works. But then all you have to do is stick it in, and, like, I might later on do more trimming in this the little hole with, like, an X-Acto knife, but I don't have time to do that right now. Then I simply slide my phone right on, make sure the case is on, and there you go. And I always like to open up my camera and, like, make sure that there's nothing, like, blocking the camera from taking its pictures. So, and then, basically, there's my phone case. And I will probably change this throughout Christmas, like, have more Christmassy ones on Christmas. But, for now, we're doing this one. Hey guys, so, it is currently 12:04, so it's the next day, so this is the day I will be uploading it. And I'm currently trying to upload the video because my family and I stayed up late watching Stranger Things 2, Season 2. So it is currently uploading, so I'm going to upload 2 videos in one day, just run a little late, and I felt bad. But sometimes Stranger Things is so good. It's just so good. But I thought we should still get into day 6 of Advent Calendar. Let me just say, I went through an entire frenzy trying to figure out how many videos I've uploaded, because I looked at the calendar clock and it said 7. It's the 7th day, and I got very confused. But Then I realized that it was midnight. Not proud of it, but let's get on to the advent calendar. So here's what we built yesterday. It's part of the ice rink. And here's today. So let's just rip this off and be done with this first sheet of cookie tin. So sorry for that. My brother walked in and I got mad at him and then I had to apologize. But as I was saying, here's our pieces for today. So let's take this, not use the sticker sheets, and let's see, hold on. So we are going to add these two pieces right here and here. Then we're going to take this piece, this little guy, excuse me, add him right there and right there. Then we're going to take these two little pieces, I'll add one right there and one right there. Then, oh wait, did I skip a page? Oh, I did. Whoops. Okay, we're going to do step 7 and 8 now, but we're going to add these two here and pretend like nothing ever happened. Add these two, one there and one there. Then these right there and right there, and finally drop the Lego piece apparently. Finally there, turn there, and make sure they're even there. So, and then we'd be on step 10 tomorrow. Okay, but so that is what we've built for day 6 of Lego Advent Calendar. So yeah. So guys, I hope you enjoyed Vlogmas day 6, and I will talk to you tomorrow for day 7, which might be more interesting. Doubt it. Weekends will probably be more interesting, and once school's out. But I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye!